A very good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
A very good morning to everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Okay. Now I have muted all of you. Right now I am having 35 participants. So let's wait for 1 more minute for others to join. Bache, today you all have to take out your science book and a pencil in your hand along with the rough notebook. So those who are not having the science book right now in front of them can go quickly and bring it till we start. Now it's exactly 11 o'clock. So let me wait for 1 more minute. Okay. So first of all, we will start with a short prayer. Right now, you all close your eyes and join your hands and get ready to pray. So girls, listen this prayer carefully. Grant me, O Lord, my God, a mind to know you, a heart to seek you, wisdom to find you, conduct pleasing to you, faithful perseverance in waiting for you, and a hope of finally embracing you. Amen. Now, you all get ready for the today's class. Today I am going to teach you the types of chemical reactions. So girls, till now what we have done, is I have taught you about the symbols, about the chemical formula, okay, and I have already told you about the chemical changes, and I have told you what are the chemical reactions. I have told you about its characteristics, okay. And now today I am going to teach you the next topic, that is the types of the chemical reactions. I hope you all are having the book in front of you. So I will read and you just try to understand it carefully, those who were not able to understand on the previous day. Okay, so for that I am going to repeat that again. So please try to understand it. Now, in chemical reactions, Mannat, what do you want to ask? Say, bache. Mannat, what do you want to ask?
Yes, ma'am. I want to ask that, ma'am, please explain displacement reaction.
What?
Ma'am, displacement reactions.
I'm going to explain you right from the beginning. Okay? Just Kiran, mute yourself. Just Kiran and Prithvi, mute yourself. Okay. Now let me come back. Now who has raised her hand? Priyanshi, what do you want to ask? Priyanshi, unmute yourself and ask.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
What
can
do
you
you?
explain change of state?
Okay, okay. Okay, now mute yourself. Now listen carefully. So today, Priyanshi is telling me to explain one characteristic of chemical reaction, which I have already told you about the evolution of gas, change of color, formation of precipitate, change in energy. One more was there, that was change of state. What do they mean by this point? That is, in some of the chemical reactions, there is a change in the state, in the physical state. Okay, that is, it is either in the solid or the liquid or in the gas form. Let me give you one example which is given on the page number 55 of your book. Open your books at the page number 55. Under that, they have given us hydrogen is reacting with oxygen to give us water. Here the reactants are in the gaseous state. But when they give the product is in the liquid state. This means in this reaction, the state of the matter is also changed. This means the reactants from the gaseous states are changed into the liquid state. So this is an example of change in state. Okay. Now Diksha, what do you want to ask? Diksha, ask.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you want to ask, bache?
Ma'am, what is the meaning of precipitate?
Precipitate, I have told you, some insoluble particles which are seen in solution, okay, which cannot become soluble, which remain suspended in the solution.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, mute yourself. Now please, bache, don't waste time. Let us start types of chemical reactions. So in that, I am going to start with the beginning. That is, first of all, I will teach you the combination reaction. Okay. If you are having the book, you can look at the book only. Combination reaction, I have already told you, in such type of reactions, two reactants combine. Combination itself means combine. Two reactants combine with each other to form a new compound. Such type of reaction is called as combination reaction, and the other name of combination reaction is synthesis reaction. They have given us example also. Nitrogen is reacting with hydrogen. This means two reactants are combining together to form a compound, to form a single compound, that is ammonia. Second example, ammonia is reacting with hydrochloric acid. Again, in this reaction, two reactants are combined together to give rise to the formation of a new compound, that is new product. That is a single compound, and that is ammonium chloride. So combination itself means that the two reactants are combined together to give rise to the formation of a new compound. I hope it is clear to you. Please listen carefully. Afterwards, I am going to ask you the questions one by one. Next is decomposition reaction. Decomposition, the word itself is telling us breaking down. Decomposition means breaking down. So in this reaction, a single compound breaks up either by heating or by passing electricity. It breaks up into two or more than two new substances. And this type of reaction is known as decomposition reaction. Again, I am going to explain this to you. In a reaction, if a new compound, if a compound, single compound is broken into two or more than two new substances on passing electricity or heat, is called as a decomposition reaction. Okay, they have given us the examples also. Let us look at the examples. When limestone is heated, limestone is a single compound. Okay, that is also called as calcium carbonate. When it is heated, it decomposes, means it breakdowns into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. That is, it is broken down into two substances. Okay, so that is an example of a decomposition reaction. One more example they have given us, electrolysis of water. In this example also, your compound, single compound, which is called as water, is decomposed to give rise to the formation of hydrogen and oxygen. That is the two new substances. Bache, remember the substances can be more than two also. So such a reaction in which a single compound breaks down to form two or more than two new substances are called as decomposition reactions. I hope this reaction is very much clear to each and everyone because they both are very simple. Combination means reactants are combining. Decomposition means reactant is decomposing, reactant is breaking down. Okay, now let me go to the third reaction, that is the displacement reaction. Okay. Bache, one girl is asking me what is electrolysis. Electrolysis means when the water is broken down into hydrogen and oxygen. This process of breaking down of water into hydrogen and oxygen is called as electrolysis. Very good, very good. Vanshika Randava is fully satisfied and understood what I have taught and she is having no doubts. Very good. Now, let me go to the displacement reaction. I hope each and every girl is having the science book in front of her. I am on the page number 56, right hand side. Displacement reaction. Okay. So in a displacement reaction, one substance replaces the another substance in a compound. But the word displacement itself is telling us displaced means you are displaced from your seat. This means you went on the seat of another girl and another girl came on your seat. Suppose your teacher displaced you. This means your seats were changed. Okay, bache? So, likewise this they are asking us in displacement reaction, one substance replaces the another substance in a compound. Like one girl replaces the other. One girl comes and take the position of that girl, takes the place of another girl, and another girl takes the place of that girl. Suppose two girls are sitting in a classroom. Okay, ma'am has displaced them. This means ma'am has changed their positions. So displacement means change in the. Now let me teach you with the example. Iron replaces copper from the copper sulfate and forms ferrous sulfate. But you try to understand this example very carefully so that you are able to get the concept. In the example, you are seeing that iron is reacting with the copper sulfate to give us iron sulfate and copper. So iron and copper sulfate are the reactants and iron sulfate and copper are the products. In this reaction, you are seeing that iron has taken the place of copper and copper has taken the place of iron. When iron will come to the place of copper, it will become FeSO4. That is iron sulfate. Okay. Now I will give you one more example. They have given us zinc is reacting with hydrochloric acid. Okay, here zinc and hydrochloric acid are the reactants. Here zinc is taking the place of hydrogen. Zinc has come to the place of hydrogen and hydrogen has come to take the place of zinc. So when zinc will come to take the place of hydrogen, it will become zinc chloride. Okay, two hydrogens are displaced from hydrochloric acid. So that is why I have written H2. H2 means two atoms of hydrogen are displaced and they have taken the place of zinc. So I hope this reaction is very much clear to each and everyone who is listening to me very attentively. Displacement means taking the position of one another, changing the place. Okay, in the first example, iron has taken the place of copper and copper has taken the place of iron. Whereas in the second example, Zinc has taken the place of hydrogen and hydrogen has taken the place of zinc. That is why these two reactions are called as displacement reactions. Okay, bache. Now Harneet Kaur wants to ask something. Harneet, bache, unmute yourself and ask.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम मैम यहाँ
Yes,
पे कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शन में जो अमोनिया है उसके अंदर 2 है पर उसका फॉर्मूला तो एन नाइट्रोजन प्लस हाइड्रोजन होता है तो 2 क्यों आगे आया हुआ है
Bache, okay, I will explain to you. You are saying first part or second part?
मैम फर्स्ट
First? Okay. Okay. Now mute yourself. So girls, she wants to understand the first part of combination reaction. Bache, listen carefully. They have taken 2 atoms of nitrogen. Okay. 2 atoms of nitrogen are reacting with the 3 atoms of hydrogen to give us ammonia. The symbol for the nitrogen is N. N2 means 2 atoms of nitrogen are reacting with the 3 atoms of hydrogen to give us ammonia. Okay, bache. Now let us go to the next type of reaction, that is precipitation reaction. Okay. Now let us go to the precipitation reaction. Bache, whenever the reaction is that, you have to balance it. What do you have to do it? You have to balance it. I will tell you what do you mean by balancing. Listen carefully. Here, in the given first example of combination reaction, that is nitrogen is reacting with hydrogen to give us ammonia. But 2 atoms of nitrogen are reacting with the 3 atoms of hydrogen to give us ammonia. Listen carefully. Now let us balance it. In the left side, you see how many atoms of hydrogen are there? 2. That is why I have written 2 in front of N. 2N means 2 atoms of nitrogen. And bache, if you are able to see, they have written 3H2. Okay. 3H2 means 3 2s are 6. You will multiply. 3 2s are 6. In the product also I should have 6. So that is why 2 is in front of NH3. So this 2 is with N also. This 2 is with H also. So 2 and 3 is at the base. So 2 3s are 6. So my reaction is balanced. On the left side also I am having the 6 atoms of hydrogen. 3 2s are 6. And on the right side also I am having the 6 atoms of hydrogen. That is 2 3s are 6. Okay. Now let us go to the precipitation reaction. Let me come to the precipitation reaction now. Now listen carefully. In this reaction, 2 compounds react in the aqueous medium to form a product which is insoluble in water. It settles down in the solution as a precipitate. But one of you was asking me, ma'am, what are precipitates? So in this, you are able to get what are precipitates. Listen carefully. Precipitates are those particles which are not soluble in water. Suppose if you dissolve chalk powder in water, it will not get soluble. The chalk particles will remain undissolved. So the particles of chalk can be called as a precipitates. Okay, now listen, I will explain this to you again. They are saying in this type of reaction, 2 compounds react together to form a product which is not soluble in water. This means 2 reactants, 2 compounds react together to form precipitates. Let me give you one example. Sodium carbonate, that is Na2CO3. This is a compound. Is reacting with another compound, that is copper sulfate, CuSO4, to give rise to the formation of Na2SO4 plus CuCO3. Here बच्चे copper carbonate, that is CuCO3, is in the form of precipitates. That is why arrow is written with it. Means this copper carbonate is insoluble in water. So remember, in precipitation reaction, two compounds react together to form a product which is not soluble in water. That is, which is in the form of precipitates. Likewise, this in the example you are seeing that sodium carbonate is reacting with the copper sulfate to give rise to the formation of copper carbonate, which is insoluble in water, that is, which is in the form of precipitates. One girl was asking me to explain the displacement reaction again. Listen carefully, bache. In this reaction, the positions are interchanged, the places are interchanged. We change the place of the atoms. Are you able to see the example? First, in the first example of displacement reaction, iron has taken the place of copper and copper has taken the place of iron. And in the second example, zinc has taken the place of hydrogen and hydrogen has taken the place of zinc. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now let me go to the next reaction. Bache, aqueous medium means liquid. Okay, water. In the presence of water. Now you come to the neutralization reaction. Bache, I will not explain this reaction to you because this reaction we have already discussed in your previous chapter, that was acids, bases and salts. Okay, I have already explained this topic to you, neutralization reaction, in your acid, bases and salts. So just wait for a minute only. I will teach you now about. For a minute only, you just look at this. In this reaction, you know that acid and base are mixed together. And when they are mixed, what do they form? They form salt along with the water. Okay. This reaction you have already studied in your previous lesson. Now I will teach you the first example. Like the sodium hydroxide, which is a base, is reacting with the hydrochloric acid. This means base is reacting with the acid to give rise to the formation of salt. Which salt is formed? Sodium chloride along with water. Now the next example. Here in this example, sulfuric acid is reacting with the potassium hydroxide. Sulfuric acid is reacting with the base. That means acid is reacting with the base in this reaction to give rise to the formation of a salt. Which is the salt formed here? Potassium sulfate along with water. I hope this reaction is very, very much clear to each and every one who is listening to me. Okay, bache, in both the reactions, okay, in the second reaction, one acid is reacting with the base. Okay, to give rise to the formation of salt along with the water. I hope this neutralization reaction is clear to everyone. Now I am going to teach you the next, that is your redox reaction. Okay, so let us study about the redox reaction. So I am going to show you one more. Okay, now you all look at the redox reaction. Bache, in this reaction, when oxidation and reduction take place simultaneously, means together. Simultaneously means together in a chemical reaction. It is known as redox reaction. Bache, the word itself is telling us redox. Redox means reduction. RED stands for reduction and OX stands for oxidation. In such type of reactions, the reduction and oxidation are taking place together. through the example, I am going to explain this to you. In the given example, copper oxide is reacting with hydrogen to give us copper plus water. Okay, now listen, what do you mean by reduction? Reduction means, suppose your pocket money is reduced. Reduced means something has gone, some money is gone out of your pocket money. Something has gone. That is called as reduction. But if something is added, that is called as oxidation. In the given example, you are seeing that copper oxide has lost its oxygen and has become copper. So what has taken place? Oxidation or reduction? Something has gone. This means reduction has taken place. Whereas the hydrogen has received one oxygen. The oxygen which was lost by copper is received by hydrogen. It has become H2O. This means hydrogen has got something. So which process has taken place? Oxidation. So in this reaction, both reduction and oxidation are taking place. That is why this reaction is called as a redox reaction. But I will explain this again. In any reaction, if something is lost by one atom or by one compound and something is gained by another, is called as a redox reaction. For example, in the given reaction, copper has lost its oxygen, whereas hydrogen has gained that oxygen which was lost by copper. So one has lost and the another has gained. That is why oxidation means gaining and reduction means losing. Both are taking place. That is why this reaction is called as redox reaction. I hope it is very, very, very much clear to you. Now I am going to teach you oxidation and reduction in detail. Okay. So please wait for a minute only. Okay, let us see our next screen. Oxidation. Listen, I have already told you, when the oxygen is added, okay, or the hydrogen is removed, if in a given reaction, if the oxygen is added or the hydrogen is taken out, is called as oxidation reaction. Okay, now listen carefully. The agent which oxidizes the other substance is called as an oxidizing agent. I will explain this to you again. Listen carefully. What do you mean by oxidation? Carbon reacts with the oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Here carbon is oxidized. Who has taken the oxygen? Carbon has taken the oxygen. Okay. So this reaction, in this reaction, oxygen is added to the carbon. Oxygen is given to the carbon. When something is given, that becomes an oxidation reaction. In the second reaction, oxygen is given to the sulfur. Sulfur has taken oxygen. When something is taken, that is an example of oxidation reaction. In the third example, hydrogen sulfide is reacting with the chlorine. In this reaction, chlorine is added to the hydrogen. This means hydrogen has taken the chlorine. Something is added. That is why this is called as oxidation reaction. Oxidizing agent means the substance that helps to carry out the oxidation reaction, which oxidizes. For example, carbon plus oxygen. Who has given oxygen to carbon? O2 has given. So O2 here is the oxygen is the oxidizing agent. Okay. In the third example, who has given chlorine to hydrogen sulfide? Cl2 has given. So Cl2 is the oxidizing agent. Now I am going to teach you the reduction. Bachche, listen carefully. This is the opposite. Diksha, wait, I will explain you redox reaction again. Oxidizing, okay, I have told you about oxidation and oxidizing agent. Listen again carefully. When either the oxygen is added or the hydrogen is taken out. Either the oxygen is added or the hydrogen is taken out. That process is called as oxidation. In the third example of the oxidation, you are saying in the reactant there were 2 atoms of hydrogen. But in the product there is only 1 atom of hydrogen in the HCl. So hydrogen is taken out. But in the case of reduction, opposite happens. In the oxidation, oxygen was added. Whereas in the reduction, oxygen is removed. And the hydrogen is added. Whereas in the oxidation, hydrogen was removed. So you can say oxidation and reduction are opposite to one another. Some examples they have given us. For example, the first one, chlorine is reacting with a hydrogen to give us hydrogen chloride. This means that hydrogen is added to the chlorine. In the second part, oxygen is taken out from the mercury oxide. Okay, and the reducing agent is that substance which reduces the another substance. One girl is asking me to explain the redox reaction again because our network was lost. Listen carefully, bachche. Redox reaction in which one atom is gaining, another is losing. In any reaction in which one substance is losing something, that another is gaining, is called as a redox reaction. This means both the processes of oxidation and reduction are taking place together. When you will read the example which is given on the page number 57, left hand side, last one, you will come to know that copper oxide has lost the oxygen atom, whereas hydrogen has gained the oxygen atom. So both processes are taking place, oxidation as well as reduction. So that is why this is called as redox reaction. Okay. Today we will keep it up to this only. So for revision, I am just going to explain this to you what we have done today. So girls, today we have done about the types of chemical reactions. First one we have done is combination reaction. Second is decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, precipitation reaction, neutralization reaction, redox reaction. Okay. In the next topic, we are going, the next lesson, we will teach you about the salinity of the seawater. Okay, we are going to study about seawater, which is very salty, and how the salt is obtained from the seawater. Till then, you keep it up to this only. Now, I am going to take the screenshots of your attendance. So, please, no one will raise her hand. Harneet and Niharika, kindly keep your hands down so that I can take the screenshots to see how many of you have attended the class. Okay. So let me take Bache, please don't raise your hand right now. So let me see who are absent. Okay, I have taken your attendance. Very nice. I will tell you who are present. Harshleen, Jaskiran, Agrima, Anhad, Archie, Ariba, Arshdeep, Arshpreet Kaur, Tara, Bridhi, Damanmeet, Diksha Digra and Diksha Chaudhary, both are present. Diya Chaudhary, Gurmanjot, Harleen, Harman, Harneet, Harsimrat, Janvi Manvi, Japneet, Jasjeet, Janvi, Kohinoor, Madiha, Mannat, Mansirat, Muskan, Navneet, Niharika, Promita, Pragati, Pragati Paul and Pragati Pandey, both are present. Priyanshi, Ridanshi, Samya, Sirat, Shivpriya, Shriya, Simarpreet, Sirjan, Stuti, Sunaina, Tanvi, Tejashwani, Vanshika, Vedika, Yashvi, and April Rajput and Vedanshi Chovra. I don't know who is this Galaxy J2. One girl has entered with the name of Galaxy J2. She will be marked absent because I don't know her name. Okay. So, bache, keep it up to this only. Wish you all the best. Stay home, stay safe. And please don't waste your time. Read what I have taught you. Okay, bache, now you can wish your ma'am a very good bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bache. Now listen, bache. I'm going to send you the feedback form. Kindly submit it. Okay. Thank you very much. God bless all of you.